Start the free game. Good morning, everybody. Welcome at Varsity Field number 2. We're watching the game between the Western Masters and Bloem Bombers. First to bat is uh, Bloem Bombers, and the team looks like this. On Western Masters, we've got Marco van Jaarsveld, Darryl Knussen, Gideon van Zyl, Jacques Jacobs, Martinez van der Westhuizen, Wouter Bester, Arthur Creer, and Pieter ter Blanche. On the side of the Bloem Bombers, we've got Elvin Potgieter, Tommy Kok, Eddie Engelbrecht, Paul Welgemoot, Jannie Matthijssen, Perry Lambrecht, Hendrik Brits, and Johan Coetzee. Wait um, for the overlay to or the scoreboard to come up. It should come up momentarily as soon as the game starts. And we'll see who will be the two batsmen. It will probably be Elvin Potgieter and Tommy Kok. We'll see now. You can see it's a little bit cool here today. This morning started with minus 2 degrees Celsius. Now it should be around about 3 maybe, with a maximum, I think they predicted 17 degrees Celsius. Still feels a little bit cold here today, with a bit of a breeze coming here from the southwesterly side. This match is also sponsored from the Bloem Bombers side. We've got PNS Electrical and Plumbing, as well as Bester Butchery. And we can see that our scoreboard is up. And indeed, it is Tommy Kok and Elvin Potgieter opening for the Bloem Bombers. Let's see what score they will get up to today. Darryl Knussen bowling, and the first ball is being hit here towards long leg. Also the exact space where Pieter ter Blanche from Bester Masters is standing now. A beautiful shot to cow corner. Looks like Marco van Jaarsveld on that side of the field. And we should admit these tops from Bester Masters looks pretty good. You'll see them all wearing these white tops. I think they're the only team that's got winter gear. Something they can wear on and off the field. Darryl nearly run out of his crease, but he's back safe. This is a better shot. A deep cover drive. Alvin Tommy still has to hit some boundaries, but also understanding this is a pretty important game. This is semi-final number 3 for the second division. The team that wins here goes to the final. They will be playing this afternoon, 2 o'clock against the Mega Meisters. Bester Masters lost against Mega Meisters 2 weeks ago. Last week was our off weekend because the fields were too wet to play on. But they are here today. Today bowling is coming from the Tempe end as usual. It will stay that way during the rest of the day for all the matches that are being played on this pitch, and that is largely because the matches are being laid onto the pitch in a certain way so to protect the pitch, but also so that the run-up of the bowler only stays from one place. They're not switching to the other side like they used to in after 10 overs. That's not happening today because they aren't going to move the mats. The mats are only that long. And what I've heard from the organizers of LM is Bloemfontein, those mats are pretty expensive. Also, one of the LMS managers, Bloemfontein managers, he comes here early in the morning to lay these mats on 3 pitches. There's 3 matches he brings over here, gave with all the stumps and the balls. So those guys are pretty active in the morning, and that is exactly what is needed to keep the league running. It's a behind the scenes work that we normally don't see. And people we also have to congratulate is people like the groundskeepers for all the fields all over the world. Because we are quick to complain about something wrong with the pitch or something that we never there to blame ourselves. When our skills aren't up to what we are supposed to be doing or what we expect. We also always want more than what our abilities are. So we come here and expect our performance to be top notch. And as soon as something goes wrong, we want to complain and yeah, pin it on something else. But so groundskeepers had got a lot of flack in the past because of pitches. Well, we also find out that they aren't always the people to blame because they are doing their best according to their circumstances and what they are given to work with, and what their budgets are. But looking at this field today, it looks pretty well, and it's something we can congratulate the owners of the university varsity. Their groundskeeper is keeping these grounds on pristine condition. Something really to be proud of. The bomb is a bit slow, having a bit of a slow start here today. Can be either two reasons. One is probably the bowling that is restricting them from scoring runs. The other, obviously, is it's still early in the game, so they might still be playing a bit of conservatively. Still a few safe shots from Tommy Cock, as well as Alvin Potgieter. We can assume that the pace will change a little bit. That one is up in the air. It's not going to be caught, but it's going to be picked up in the midfield. Like we said, we might see a change of pace after 2.5 hours from now. And we can see that the rest of the team, they are seeking shelter from the wind. Sitting in front of the whiteboard to the right of us. And the sun is coming out. Umpire today, you'll be seeing the one in the yellow top. That is Hercules Stein. He's the primary umpire, and Joppie du Plessis is the square leg umpire. Now for this match, since it is a semi-final, the umpiring is very important. They're not leaving it the chance to players playing so third leg umpire or third man umpire. Usually it's a batting side that's got a player standing on that position, but yeah, today it is two umpires completely um, out of the not in one of these teams. That's only to ensure fair decisions, and Joppie du Plessis is standing on that position today. And slowly but surely we can see the time ticking on. 3 overs done, and Bloem Bombers only having 14 runs. Something that probably will increase quickly. Oh, that was looked a lot like Tommy Cock knocked that ball or tipped that ball, but it wasn't caught. One standing in wicket-keeper position seems like Arthur Creer. I look at the build of his physique, it looks like him. Cannot clearly see his face. It's not because of the camera work, but it is because his hoodie is on. Like I said earlier, it's pretty cold over here, and that's exactly what that hoodie helps doing. It helps keeping the ears and the neck warm, because that's the area where you lose the most of your heat. And being one of the kind of people myself, not having a lot of hair on my top side, top of my head, I also know that how important it is to keep your head warm. Because the places where you lose most of your heat is obviously on top of your head, as well as your hands and your feet. But for me personally, it's my upper body. My upper body is warm. I find, and that was a better shot. That looks like it could be a four, but no, that is going to be picked up about 20 meters from the boundary. Can we just tip that to the back? I apologize if you hear me sniffing every now and again. Picked up a bit of a cold in the beginning of this weekend. apologize for that. I'm trying not to sniff. I know it's rude and it sounds disgusting. And not exactly sure whether the microphone is picking it up, but we've got the airplane coming here, flying through the clouds. It looks like a military plane. It is not one of the commercial jets or Boeings. It's definitely a military plane. Growing up, I used to stay close to an airfield in Cape Town. The airfield was Eysterplaat, which is a military air base. We stayed about like I think 1 kilometer from the edge or the boundary of the airfield. And like you can imagine, some of the planes came over a little bit low over our house, even in the middle of the night. And you can imagine if those planes open up their throttles in the middle of the night, you will imagine how it feels for you when you're in the middle of your comfy sleep. And that's 5 overs done. We can see that Tommy and Alvin is still on the pitch, still having their wickets intact, only on 22 runs. You see that projected score hasn't even broken the 100 yet. It's on 88, the projected score, if they keep carrying on like this. But they just had a sip of water, so we can expect something changing. And we can also see that the umpire has changed. Yoppie and Hercules has changed spots. So you can also assume that is going to be happening every 5 overs. And that's a better shot. It's racing to the boundary, but it's not going to be a 4. But it is going to be 2 runs being hit from Marcus bowling. 5 more overs, and then we'll be switching over to the Afrikaans commentary. Tommy hit that one straight, but oh, and there was a misfield, and it is the first boundary of the game. And we can hear that the rest of the team of Bloem Bombers sitting here to the right, knowing the opponents very well, actually thanking Daryl Knudsen standing on the other side of the field. We did the misfield and just organized them another 4 runs. Marco approaching. That ball is up in the air, but it's going straight to the fielder. It's going to stop rolling in the midfield. Marcus Homo collects it himself. Oh, that's a little more effort there from Tommy, but he didn't carry over to the ball. Probably just didn't get a hold of it as well as he would have wanted, but nevertheless, it is enough for a single run. And that's 6 overs done. see that that was a whole lot better over from the Bloem Bombers. Just inflating that projected score a little. Now to 130, they would obviously want it to be a lot higher than what it is now. But they're only starting now, and they should have been warmed up by now. Got their eye on the ball. They've got all their wickets on hand. So, yeah, it's now a decision that the captain has to make whether they continue playing safe, which isn't a bad idea, depending on himself, obviously. What he knows, he will know his team best. And we can see that the wicketkeeper's cap is coming off. And that's largely due to the sun coming out now, and it's probably a bit warmer there now on the field. Actually, it's not that cold, it's only the wind that is cold. A little bit of excitement there coming from both there. Also, the man that Bloem Bombers fear the most on that side is Wouter Bester. Well, my personal opinion is that there's a lot of other guys they should consider as well, like Marco van Jaarsveld. Yes, he's a good bowler, but he is an extremely good batsman as well. But obviously, everyone's got their own abilities, stuff that they are better with. Wouter Best obviously just one of the all-rounders that is doing pretty good in all disciplines of the sport. And we can only presume that Bloem Bombers team captain, they feel that they should approach this match a little bit more sensibly today. So we can see that they are playing a little bit more conservatively. There should be a reason why. Now it is cold. But it's not only cold for them, it will be cold for their opponents as well. But that will be only in the second innings when Bester Masters will be coming here to bat. So they'll be batting in slightly warmer conditions. Oh, that one is high up in the air. Is it going to be caught? No, it's just falling short of the fielder. Not a full, but that one went out of the atmosphere and just went to kiss a telescope. Not a telescope. But yes, there is a telescope up in space. The Hubble telescope. And there's another huge shot by Tommy. Will that be a four? Yes, that is going to be a four. It looks like Marco van Jaarsveld standing on that side of the field. He wasn't able to get to it. Beautiful shot by Tommy, and that, we can only assume that they are opening up now and starting to inflate that projected score of them. We can see that it is now standing on 118. So a major improvement from 3 overs back when that projected score was on 88. And we can also assume that longer that they hold on to the wickets, they will getting a little bit more loose and start swinging at more balls. That one is up in the air as well, but this one is from Alvin. It's going to be stopped here in the midfield. And it's a bit cloudy here today. The weather predicted is going to be cloudy the entire day. But you can see some spots where it's opening up. So we can, from experience, we can assume that we will have spots during the day where the sun will break through the clouds. And we will have a lighter image on your screen. But the majority will probably look like it's doing now. Depending on how dark the clouds are. Looks like that one hit Elvin on the finger. But it seems to be okay. Voter bowling a pretty quick ball there. And this one, will it be stopped? Yes, that's not going to be a 4 runs, but it's going to be stopped about 10 meters from the boundary. That went just skimmed past the stumps. You can see Voter becoming very excited there. And if you haven't heard that, it sounds like Tommy Cook, he asked for another bat. Which means he's got plans now. Also something we have to maybe take notice from now on, not only knowing the batsman and their abilities, but also knowing the gear that they prefer. That's a big shot. We can see Tommy going for a 6. No, it's not a 6. It's not a 4. It just dropped right in front of Marco. But we can see the intent of having his favorite bat with him. He's going for those big shots. Let's see what he'll be able to. But this one was Alvin Potgieter. He's not exchanging bats. And we see some sun breaking through the clouds again. Like we said earlier, it's going to be happening regularly today. Tommy swings another massive shot, and that is going to be 4. And that's the way we like to see Tommy play. But we know he likes playing. his style of play. He's getting comfortable now, coming full with his favorite bat, and let's see what he's up to now. You can see that projected score is still inflating, now 119. They won't be happy unless it's under anything under 140. Another hard shot, but I don't think that's going to make the boundary. Yes, that is going to be a 4 for Tommy. We will now be seeing a lot of boundaries coming from him. I'm pretty sure of that. All depends on how long he will be holding on to his wicket. As en dis ook nou die tyd wat ons oorslaan na ons Afrikaanse kommentaar. Engels is verby vir eers vir die eerste 10 balbeurte. Nou gaan ons volgende tel 10 balbeurte in Afrikaans uitsaai. En dan weer eens as die eerste beurt klaar is, wanneer die beste masters gaan bat, dan gaan ons weer terugslaan na Engels toe vir 10 balbeurte. Son wat so 'n bietjie deurbreek weer hier deur die wolke. Hooplik gaan die temperatuur so 'n bietjie lig vir die spelers daar op die veld. Kan al klaar sien dat hulle keppies afgehaal het. Die meeste van hulle. Het is verskriklik koud gewees vanoggend. En daar is Elwin Potgieter se spaaltjie weg. Dit is jammer. Pragtige balwerk deur Wouter. Hy het sy lyn en lengte gekry. En kan verseker wees, hy gaan nou probeer daardie lyn en lengte te hou vir die res van die dag. Alhoewel hy het net vol 4 balbeurte, of in LMS cricket het elke speler net, of elke span, kan 4 balbeurte per persoon bal. Maar dat beteken hulle moet 5 persone hê wat balwerk doen, 5 van die 8. En dit is Perry Lambrecht wat nader staan. Tommy Kokko nou op 45 van 33 balle. Redelik stadig begin, maar hy het sy oog nou op die bal, so hy beplan heel waarskynlik nog om redelik lank daar te staan en nog baie lopies aan te steken. Perry Lambrecht natuurlik ook 'n ou wat nie baie lief is om te blok nie. Vroeër die week met hom gepraat. Hy gaan in en as hy 'n bal kan slaan vir 'n grenshou, dan doen hy dit. Maar Wouter Wessers is nou positief. En Perry begin sy beurt met 'n 4 van die merkie af met 'n grenshou. Ons gaan sien, die teikentelling gaan nog klim. Langer die twee manne daar by die paaltjie staan, groter gaan die teikentelling raak. Wat weer lekker lengte op daai bal het. Perry moes hom as uit die grond uitgrawe het om by daai bal uit te kom. As die kamera net 'n bietjie laat sak. Lyk my vang 'n bietjie wind hier so oor my kop. Sy, windskerm hier agter ons keer dan die meeste van die wind. Wouter Bester se bilwerper, dis lyk my bietjie, um, kom ek sê, nie worries veroorsaak hier so in hulle kamp nie, maar ons hoor, hoe praat die manne daarvan, die bal wat inkom, gaan nou sien wat gaan hy maak. Bren, Kobus wat nou eers bietjie iets bespreek daarso, lyk my, die 11de bilbeerd, die Kobus wat gesels het, en so ook die skeieregters, ons sien Hercules en Joppie wat daar iets bespreek, jy sal vir mekaar vra om net 'n gedagte te hou seker, en weer eens die son wat so 'n bietjie hier deur die wolke breek, as hy, bal is 'n bietjie te ver vir Arthur om te keer, genoeg vir 'n 2 lopies, Perry het hard geroep daarso vir 2 lopies, vinnig raak gesien, vinnig op het, wat kan Martinez van die Westheids na die spel te bring, en daarin los Perry, het voel so 'n bietjie as die pas van die Westheids so klein bietjie afgeneem het, seker net iets vir te tydelik gaan gebeur, Tommy Kok wat baie wyd staan, natuurlik het die bestuur van LMS Bloemfontein vir die manne gevra vir die kolwers, hulle moet op die mat hardloop, en nie op die kolfplat nie, want die kolfplat is redelik sag, hulle rol hom nie so hard nie, hulle kyk nie nou, vir die universiteit kyk nie nou so seer na die kolfplat, hulle hou maar net in redelike kondisie, nie in speelkondisie regtig nie, en so hulle moet maar die kolfplat beskerm en hom kans gee om te herstel, so hulle het gevra dat die kolwers nie op die plat hardloop nie, net op die gras, op die mat, maar dit lyk asof Tommy besluit, hy gaan eerder langs die golfplat hardloop, nog gewyd daar so aangedui deur Hercules, en die ding is reg deur Perry, en is 12 beurte in die sakkie, nog 8 oor vir hierdie beurt van die wedstryd, ons kan sien, die teikentelling het pragtig opgeklim na 143 toe, so in 7 balbeurte het hy van 88 opgeklim na 143 toe, wat wys die versnelling in die loopietempo wat in die laaste 7 bilbeurte gebeur het. Dit natuurlik heel waarskynlik vanaf Tommy sy oog op die bal begin kry het en ook Perry wat nou opgekom met Elvin wat sy paadjie verloor het, uitgebal deur Wouter. En ons kan sien hoe Arthur sy veldwerkers rondskuif op hierdie veld. Hy het natuurlik kliphard planne maak daar. Sal heel waarskynlik heel gelukkig gewees het met die 88 telling wat vroeër daar was, maar nou dat die lopies bietjie meer gereeld deurkom en grenshoue gesaan word, ja, probeer alles in sy vermoë om dit te keer. Daai bal is hoog in die lug op. Perry gaan hy gevang word. Nee, hy val net voor die spelers. Dit is nie die son wat in hulle oë kan wees nie. Miskien dalk 'n kommunikasieprobleem. Maar hy's in die middel van die twee spelers geval. Maar ek moet erken dat die son is nie lekker nou nie. Hy tye wat hy so 'n bietjie deur die wolke breek. Hierdie bal hardloop hier na ons kant toe. Hy kan sien dat hy teikentelling weer so 'n bietjie weer afkom. En Arthur wat sy span rondskuif hierso op die veld. Nou, bal wat nie baie hop daar nie. Lyk asof vir Perry so 'n bietjie geflous het. Bal wat laag bly. Maar dit lyk ook nie asof Martinus baie vinnig gebou het nie, so dit kan ook dalk die rede wees. En hy vang die buitekantse tip van die bal. Gaan hierdie 'n 4 wees? Nee, hy word gekeer. 20 meter voor die grens. En dis Tommy wat aan die aanval is. Daai bal rol reguit na die veldwerker toe. Wat toe op die grens staan. weer 'n keer reguit na die veldwerker toe. Sy en Martinus. Ag, en daar verloor Tommy sy paaltjie. Dit is op 48 lopies wat hy sy paaltjie verloor. 2 kort van sy 50 af. Jy moet nou maar verseker wees, hy gaan dit wil regmaak. Sou die Bloembommers hierdie wedstryd vandag wen, dan speel hulle in die finaal teen die Mega Meisters. Dan gaan Tommy daai wil dit regmaak. Hy is glad nie gelukkig met homself nie. Gaan die res van die Bloembommers span dit vir Tommy gereël kry, dat hulle vanmiddag in die finaal kan speel, dat hy dan weer probeer vir sy 50. Sal maar moet sien. Hierdie beurt moet nog klaar gespeel word, en dan moet die beste master kom probeer om daai teikentelling te kry. Daar's baie dinge wat afhang wat nog in hierdie wedstryd kan gebeur. Maar ek voel die temperatuur is weer besig om bietjie te lig hierso. Die wind bly waai en maar ja, dis maar iets tussen niks kan doen nie. Bly bewolk. Maar ons gaan nie die weer blameer vir ons. Hy hoog is oop in die bal, gaan hy gevang word. 'n Pragtige vangskoot daar deur aan die ander kant. Wil net seker maak of hy geraak is. Of hy gevang is. Dit word bespreek, lyk my hulle weet nie of hy die bal laat val het nie. Ja nee, lyk my die bal laat val. Anders sou dit 'n baie mooi vangskoot gewees het daai. Maar as Hendrik Brits wat by die styl van as Tommy Cook verder kolf hierso. Natuurlik hulle is nou op soek na baie lopies. Soveel as moontlik, daar is nog 4 paaltjies staande. Nee. 6 paaltjies staande, jammer. As 8 man in 'n span. En die keer is dit 'n 4. Dit is 'n 6, pragtig gehou deur Perry. Hy tog die manne moet gaan die bal gaan optel daar weer in die parkeerarea. Hoeveel van hierdie grenshoue gaan nou verbykom? Lyk asof Perry ook nou lekker los is om die grenshoue te slaan. Hy het natuurlik het hy sy beurt begin met 'n 4. Nou is die eerste 6 wat verbykom. Hoeveel gaan die beste masters om nog toelaat om te slaan? Wel, hy gaan natuurlik nie op sy eie loop nie, hulle gaan moet probeer moet uitkry. Aster wat vir Pieter de Blaan so 'n bietjie hier so agter beskuif. Tydelik het hy Jock Jacobs. Perry wat nog hou is aan en die lyk ook soos 'n 6. Jep. Confirm daar so deur Hercules. Perry wat nou ooppak en nog sê sy byvoeg. Dit gaan seermaak. Arthur wat gedink het, hy gaan dalk daar so vir Perry gestamp kry, maar Perry se voete is binne in sy kampie. En dis 15 bilbeerte verby. Daar is nog net 25 balle oor in hierdie eerste helfte van die wedstryd. Perry wat ook nog vinnig sy 50-tal bekruip. En dit is maar van 18 balle. Natuurlik sit hy ook sy aansoek nou natuurlik daar so in vir speler van die wedstryd. Van sy golfkant af. Baie naby geklink so 'n bal getip het, maar dit kan ook die mat wees. Wat kan Hendrik Brits doen? Hy speel hom grondlangs. Stewige ingooi daarvan hom van die grens af. Perry wat hier ook grondlangs speel. Veldwerker wat hierdie ene keer, ek skat hom seker so 10 meter voor die grens. Een bal hoog in die lug om op. Gaan die speler hom kan vang? Nee, hy val kort van die veldwerker af. Hy was hoog in die lug en op gewees. Perry wat nou die manne bietjie rondjaag hier op die veld. As hy nog net 20 balle kan nie, beentjie. Sien so seer die son wat koud is, maar die wind is ysig.